Andrew S. here with some more Frosttide. After I did my last video on Frosttide, I got a comment from Felipe Munoz, their keyboardist, about their EP Decedents. And so I decided to dig into that one a little more, and boy did I find out how good this EP actually is. I heard it a long time ago, but I never dove into it quite like this. So I looked forward to talking to you guys about Decedents and how actually badass it is. Frosttide once again nails it with an exquisite instrumental opening piece called Ocean's Peace. This is just heavenly epic type of piece, and really, adds a lot of majesty, and it almost sort of deceives the listener. Like, you're gonna get the keyboards and the pleasantry throughout the music, but you might not be expecting the amount of intensity and aggression that comes out of the music following Ocean's Peace. It's a very alluring majesty to it, and transitions over nicely into Tranquility. Like I said, it has those elements of sort of like Tranquility has some elements that is in Ocean's Peace, but then there's it's illuminating in many ways, but with we got some explosive energies with these shimmering northern lights and these nice keyboards that go in there. And when Tranquility eases up a little bit, that's when you really get to feel the keyboard aura and the lead melodies and the backing vocals really rise. So you see what I mean by like the Tranquility does sort of go with Ocean's Peace as an intro opener, but then it also has its own entity as well. So you get a nice idea of what's going on from the instrumental and into Tranquility. And then we go into Carved into Ice, such a devious tone throughout this one. I felt there's just this mysterious flow, throughout this track. And actually, I felt the quieted vocals pieces sort of added that to that mystery, that sort of deviousness going on, and added that tone and gave it a nice sort of dynamic. But I also love the dynamic of the huge drums and huge riffs in the epic chorus, which certainly gave off a distinct dark mood. And the keyboards choirs really elevate the intensity, I found, behind the chorus, and really gave a lot of grandeur to this song, especially the keyboards and choirs. There's just so much going on there, so much vibrancy added to that, and really goes hand in hand with the intensity sort of that Frosttide brings vocally and on the guitars and drums. So the keyboards and choirs, you might think, oh, that's a sort of lighter element. Well, no, they really go hand in hand with everything else that Frosttide does very, very nicely. Then we move on to a track called Final Hour. I love how fast this is and thrashy the verse lyrics are, how they just burst and come right at you. Quite fitting flow right off the bat. Then you have moments of angelic and courtly sung lyrical parts. All three sets of vocals and lyrics, because they're different. You got intense, cleaner ones, and the sort of choir-esque vocals here. They clearly sculpt these visuals of varying characters and scenes, and I absolutely love the ending with the scowling howls lost in a snowstorm and this rage of a blizzard as the drums sort of give that characteristic and certainly capture the soul's last gasp. I love the sort of visual picture that I got in Final Hour from Frosttide on this one. Then we move on to the closing track on the EP, Revenant. This is a song that gave the opportunities for the music within to grow and recede in the atmosphere, tempo, and musically here, which I really felt created moments to shine on their own. Example would be like the backing vocals were able to thrive vibrantly, the keyboards were able to sort of glow on their own, the guitars and vocals were able to sort of punch through violently, and while this entire time keeping Revenant not overly drastic, not muddy or anything like that. They're produced very well. All the elements shine through and do their own thing and have their own moments. And I felt it all works seamlessly within elegance and intensity. So they all complemented each other very well. The transitions were smooth. Just everything really went well together. Nicely composed song is Revenant. So I hope you guys check out some Frosttide. I love the first two albums. They're fantastic. Blood Oath is kicks ass in my opinion. So check out Frosttide's Decedents. All the links will be down in the description below, as well as more metal content, as well as my PayPal if you want to support my channel and all that good stuff. And if you come across more bands like Frosttide and you want me to check them out, or check out your own band, you know, feel free to message me in the comments below or on Facebook. I keep forgetting to mention that as well. So until next time, folks, how about some heavy listening?